the Hotties, the best and hottest Indian radio network in the entire world.
Mahima Creations
Proudly present Premier Evening Drive Time Show. Bam Bam!
Yes, you heard it right.
Bam Bam! Every
Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday. Let's beat the traffic.
Bam Bam!
Bam bam. Namaskar.
Namaste.
Namaskara.
Vanakkam.
Khushamadi.
Assalamu alaikum.
Sat Shri Akal.
మీకు అందరికీ వందనము.
Jai Swami Narayan.
जय श्री कृष्ण.
Jai Janindra.
हमारे इस्माइली भाई बंधुओं को बोल दे याली मदद.
मौला अली मदद बोलते सारे फीजे मना को बोलेगा निशा बुला बड़जान हम आ गए हैं आपके प्यारे महिमा के दौरे मैं सिर्फ आलतू बाबा.
And of course, myself, Faltu Rani, लेकर आपके लिए एक और drive time show that's going to make it totally exciting and totally mastani bandajani.
Yes, but that's the hope at least. And of course, Banjan, agar aap soch rahe ki, how do I take part in this wonderful show? You're welcome to take part in the show by giving us a call here on 408-832-8881. Again, 408-832-8881.
All right, Bandajan, हम आ गए हैं आपके very own, on-air compounders. Today I'm just a compounder. And मैं आपको बताना चाहती हूँ कि it's one of those days because this is back by popular demand. बहुत दिन हो गए थे, बहुत लोगों ने हमें लिखा, इतने सारे messages, इतने सारे calls कि where is Therapy Thursdays? Why are you not doing Therapy Thursdays?
Yes.
So we're back.
We're back.
To talk about you and me, yeah, and the games our minds play.
Oh. Very good.
So, time for you to sit, grab your cup of chai, and make yourself comfortable on that red couch that we have right there. By the way, I gotta tell you, dude, the new... well, I'm not going to talk about that show. I'll talk about that later. But it seems more like he's inspired by our Therapy Thursdays.
I'm sure he is. I'm sure
the
he
other
is.
guy who likes doing things on his couch, getting people on the couch.
Oh, really?
And the couch that manifests. Well, oh my God, it looks like it's total Therapy Thursdays that's happening there.
Oh, really?
Or therapy show that's yeah, because it was premiering on October 26th, which is today, and it was October 26th in India yesterday, and that was the first episode. So he comes out on the same days, and everything there, the whole, it was beautiful. First of all, I gotta say, thank you for actually listening to our feedback. And thank you for making those shows more meaningful.
Very good. They are meaningful nowadays.
Yeah, they are.
I
because they
appreciate.
are bringing to light certain mental health conditions, and it's really, it was really nice to see that.
It is not a plug for the particular thing who Faltrani admires so much, but nevertheless, I totally, kind of agree with the Faltrani. Whenever something is done well, we should give them the right dues, right?
Right.
Give devil his due, they say, right, Faltrani?
Yes.
Very good. So, Faltrani, so Aj we have, a few things which are bandhus. Oh, we have some people joining us on Facebook already. We have Narendra ji, namaste, Jai Shri Krishna to you too. Vibha ji is saying hello. Meenakshi ji is saying welcome back. She's saying, Deepa ji, ja, couch is all yours. क्या बोल दिया आपने?
So today we are going to kick it off, Altu Baba. We are देर आए लेकिन तंदुरुस्त आए. ये हमारा saying है.
Very good.
तो अगर आपके कोई ऐसे सवालात है, आपका कोई situation है जहाँ पे हम लोग आपको हमारा
और कंफ्यूज कर सकते हैं.
हाँ, या जो हमारा क्या कहते हैं फंडे दे सकते हैं, या
इसीलिए तो बैठे हैं हम लोग यहाँ पे,
या मुफ्त में ज्ञान दे सकते हैं, ज्ञान बांट सकते हैं, then please feel free to dial in.
It's our pleasure.
It's all about being there, and it's all about the talk.
Yes, all about the talk. So let's first of all make sure that we open the lines for you guys to give us a call here.
Right.
Tab tak aap Faltani, why don't you go with the first person who actually has sent us a very interesting question. We would love to see what you guys think about this, Faltani. But
Yes.
I don't know. I doubt if you have clarity on things nowadays today.
Yeah.
Today I don't think you have clarity on things. Do you?
Who?
Do things look blurred up for you a little bit? Like, you lack clarity nowadays for some reason today?
Yes, because my glasses
Oh my
have been
God.
misplaced. Somebody stole my therapy glasses, Bandajan.
Okay.
I don't know.
When she misplaced something, she says somebody stole it.
Or probably got misplaced. I don't know. Somebody put something away, and I don't know. Maybe somebody has stolen mine, lost theirs. and has been using mine. I don't know.
Oh, I don't mind sharing, Fatwani, please.
No. I will get my own glasses.
Why don't you read your stuff a little bit? So, but जब तक Fatwani ready हो जाए, बच्चा आपको बोलते कि वो क्या ना कि settings very important. And of course, अगर आपको clarity नहीं है तो बहुत मुश्किल होता है. You must have clarity on things. That's why we actually have these lenses we wear so that we can see the world through these lenses. Of course, yes, this is your प्यारा आलतू बाबा. And let's see, ये पहला question जो है मैंने फातूनी को बताया पढ़ने के लिए, लेकिन as you know वो किसी की बात नहीं मानती है, वो अपनी खुद की करती है, तो चलो करने दो. But here you go, brother. This is what I was going to tell you. The first person said, here's a question they have. I am a full-time working single mother who is solely taking care of toddlers since the birth. I don't know whose birth. Probably the toddlers. My ex-husband was a domestic abuser and eventually abandoned me, which I am super thankful as it gives me a chance to move on in life again. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any family or friends around at all for 5 days. Hectic, demanding work, and then every minute, just taking care of little ones, super exhausted me. Besides, weekends drained away my all energy so that I couldn't be able to do anything else. Even felt super tired on Monday morning for work. Now, I don't know what the question is, but Faltwani seriously felt that it's something which we have to light up over here. But question क्या है मुझे मालूम नहीं हो रहा है यहाँ पे Faltwani, but I think we can just assume that there's a question is how they can deal with it.
Ultimate empathize. Empathize with this lady. She's asking. She's feeling very drained away with all her energy.
Empathize with all the question क्या है Faltwani? How can you
question
just
is that she's saying besides weekends she's probably looking for suggestions and advice.
हाँ तो वही ना empathize की बात है ना, you're actually projecting for her, right? वही तो अच्छा, you're saying that's what she probably wants to know, how she can organize her day or feel more relaxed. Is that what the thing is?
I have no idea.
Oh.
So I just know that she says seeking suggestions and advice. That was the title of her email.
That is what is the suggestion advice they want. So how many of us out here are able to give advice to this particular bandhu of ours? Give us a call here, 408-912-2479. Sorry, 408-832-8881. 408-832-8881. So, Faltwani, we do have some bandhus saying that they have some solutions for it. Can we take the calls right now on air?
Pam Pam, Kaji.
Pam Faltwani, Pam Altu Baba, how are you?
कैसे हैं आप? You're on the couch, or at least ouch.
It's worse. I'm on the bed.
No, sorry.
No,
TMI.
no, thank you. Oh God.
Please. ये आप.
This is a very serious show. Now
exactly.
I've gotten into character.
Character में आ गई है Faltwani, तो she's got full clarity right now. She's got full clarity.
Yeah.
I
I can actually see very
उसके
clearly.
चश्मे आ गए हैं or nothing. So come on, yes. Let's ask our bandhu here, Vibhaji. Vibhaji, welcome to the couch. कैसे हैं आप?
Yeah, all good.
बस उतना ही और कुछ नहीं.
That's all.
Arey, okay, great. All great, actually. Today was a good day.
अच्छा, very good.
तो क्या great किया आपने? मतलब क्या कद्दूकस किया? What did you कद्दूकस today?
Huh?
Great means कद्दूकस, right? In
Arey, yaar, Altu Baba. No, not that great. The other great.
अच्छा, make up your mind.
Acha, okay, let's get to the point.
Yeah. Let's get to the point. Yes.
So, यहाँ पे उनका काफ़ी लंबा ईमेल था, तो वो क्वेश्चन उस वहाँ पे लगाया नहीं है. The question was कि I would really like to learn from single parents experiencing tough situations that how are they managing life and still managing to see the bright side of life.
Interesting.
So this person is a single parent who has a child who's a toddler since birth and apparently has been in a domestic violence situation and is now he abandoned her, and she is super thankful because she is moving on with her life, but she's working full time and she's also got this kid, so she's completely exhausted. So a question going out to all the bandhus out there and to everybody out there, because with each passing day apparently she is filled with resentment and bitterness because of her exhaustion, that why did she ever get married and why did she ever have a baby, and so every single day the thought crosses her mind. So she would really like to learn as to how to cope with this and what she needs to do. First of all, हाँ, तो बताइए आपका क्या राय है?
Right. कौन सा राय है
उसका
आपका?
हम लोग पहाड़ बना देंगे तो
Yes,
जल्दी
yes. What's your राय? आपका राय क्या
Yeah,
है?
so I mean, uh, it's a very sad and difficult situation, and I'm sure there's a lot of fatigue. I can understand that. Raising a child, that too alone, is not an easy thing to do, and working at the same time. So I think a few things. I think like what we're doing right now, therapy, finding a good therapist, talking to them, perhaps getting some tools to help her cope with stressful situations. That's one thing she could do. The other thing I feel is, sometimes we get so caught up in the rat race that we forget to make time for ourselves. And I think she should make a conscious effort to have some quality time for herself. I know it's tough with a job and then also raising a kid, but perhaps Saturdays, Sundays, when the baby or the toddler is resting, she could do something for herself at that time. Watch TV, or or she can't leave the baby and go for a walk. But I'm sure there's stuff that she can do for herself that will make her feel better. And also, perhaps reach out to friends. I'm
So
hoping that there are people who
so she
can.
says she's all alone. She doesn't have anybody in the city that she's in. So she doesn't have anybody who. I think that's what she has stated, right? In her.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Then in that case, Falturani, she can. She could try to make friends. Sometimes you need other people in your life to help balance you, or to help you have a good time. So it's not a bad idea to try to connect. I know with a baby it might be hard, but I'm sure there are people out there who would mingle with this lady. Yeah, so those would be two or three of my rise or suggestions.
Rice.
Rise.
do we get dal with that?
No, you get raita to fellow.
Oi!
I thought she said
rice
rice.
भी मिलेगा.
Hey, my dear, but let me tell you one thing. Disclaimer out here. Of course, myself, I'm Altu Baba, a PhD, Altu Baba, pass heavy difficulty, and this is, of course, our
What?
PhD.
MFT, Falturani.
exactly.
Oh, yeah,
And then, of course, whatever Ra you get here on air is total from our BS, matlab Bandhu specialists.
Oh God! I thought you were going to say something else.
What?
Ayyo, Rabba.
So Vibha is a Bandhu specialist of ours.
Okay, so
Bandhus
wait.
will chime in and weigh in on their part of
Vibha
it.
is a BS of ours. Okay,
नहीं मैं
fine.
मतलब बंदूस का specialist है भैया. You have a certain life experience you're sharing from, right? That's a very nice perspective to have. अगर हमारे बच्चे ये जो हमारे बंधु है जो हमें लिखे हैं ना, तो probably she's looking for something where she can get some support from people, right? Probably perspective नहीं मिलेगा उन लोगों को, right? And we are in a very unique place where we can gain this particular support from our bandhus. Our bandhus are so nice to actually call up and share. We have different viewpoints. The viewpoint from somebody from Vibha. Then there also is Deepa, who probably will call up if she wants to call up. Of course, वो तो बहुत बहाव खाती है. अगर
She's
उन्होंने
ready. She's waiting. क्या यार?
क्या waiting where?
On her couch at home.
What's with you on the couch? Seriously, I don't understand. You guys need to come here for therapy actually. Very good. But anyways, thank you so much. आपका input जो है अच्छा लगा.
इनका जो input था बाबा ये था that she needs to find tools to cope.
Tools.
Wait. So what are the tools, coping tools? I don't know. The second thing is to make friends
Yeah.
and have friends help. So
And make a conscious effort to make time for herself. And when I'm talking about coping tools, I'm talking about stuff like
Hammer,
perhaps
screwdriver.
meditation, deep breathing, which two geniuses taught me, or
Oh, really?
so stuff like
Who the two geniuses taught you? Who two geniuses taught you meditation and all?
अरे PhD MFT कौन बैठे हुए हैं वहाँ पे right now?
अच्छा
They
तो
taught you to meditate?
हाँ
We
उन दोनों ने
did teach
मुझे सिखाया. Yes.
Meditating के लिए हमने कहाँ सिखाया आपको?
हाँ.
नहीं, meditating नहीं, the breathing is actually very helpful if you try and do it properly. So
मतलब
I'm
हमने तो कभी सिखाया नहीं आपको breathing तो आपको ऑटोमेटिकली आती है breathing.
है और अब्बा वो वाला breathing नहीं बाबे, the normal,
बाबे.
the deep breathing, man, the what is it, 4-7-8?
जो बोले विभे.
Oh God.
अच्छा
All right.
आपने मुझे बाबे बोला, मैं विजय बोला.
हाँ
विबे जी.
तो
थैंक यू सो मच. आपका BS मुझे अच्छा लगा.
हाँ
Oh my God.
मतलब बंधु स्पेशलिस्ट
बंधु
इनपुट.
स्पेशलिस्ट इनपुट
Yeah.
BSI
BSI. मुझे
Yeah.
BSI
No,
आपका
no,
अच्छा लगा.
this is stuff that, I mean, look, we all have times in our life when we are stressed or anxious, and you're grasping at straws to see whatever works. So this kind of worked with me when I was in a down phase. So I'm hoping it can help somebody else.
Yes, thank you so much, Vibaji,
Sure.
for calling in and for sharing. And of course, Altu Baba, I'm going to regret saying this. I have a feeling, or this is the way I like to spin it, कि हमारा जो ये PhD है, जो भी करता है वो शायद सोच समझ के करता है, क्योंकि उसने आपसे पूछा, did we teach you breathing? There is a reason why he mentioned that. And जो ये experience कर रही हैं ये our Bandhu who has written or who's posted this particular Bandhu,
Okay, don't cry, Baba.
what we're going to say is there's a reason why he emphasized on the breath. Hey, Chibra! एक फाटका दूंगी ना. Oh, sorry. I'm sorry. Character. So,
Yeah.
so
ए गिलासेस पे नहीं, गिलास हाथ में नहीं है, आंखों पे.
yeah.
Yeah.
हाँ बोल खत्म कर
हाँ,
खत्म कर.
तो वो सबसे
जी.
पहले
हाँ
सांस लो.
सांस.
Yes.
Take
Yes,
a breath.
yes. Take your-
Because even in the way you've written your message, it's clearly looks like you're overwhelmed and you're not taking a moment to breathe. Take a moment to breathe. Remember that take it from breath to breath. It is hard. It is
Yeah.
difficult, and that is why Altu Baba asked, "Did we teach you to breathe?" I think that's what he meant. Please, इसके आगे तुम्हें बताना है.
No, so look, we all breathe, right? But I mean, are you doing it correctly? Are you doing it so that your system is benefiting your mind, your body, everything? So, I mean, look, it even took me way too long, even though we've been talking about it for a long time. But thank you so much for giving me that, because now when I do feel that way, I am able to take a step back and it's okay, Baba, Altu Baba, don't cry. So I'm really trying to take a step back and do it right. So my advice would be the breathing really helps. Not just me, even my daughter, teaching her how to do it the right way. It's not just breathing. We're all breathing, right?
Correct.
But are you hyperventilating or are you correctly breathing?
Correct. Please sit on your chairs.
Okay, yeah. Whatever rocks your boat or your chair, it's fine.
My boat. But anyways, it's a very proud moment today. Actually, finally, my Ekalavya has acknowledged that Dronacharya, that is me.
It's not Ekalavya. This is I
Ekalavya.
brought attention to what you were talking about and tried to spin it like you were not just randomly going on about breathing. Okay?
I don't randomly go by
No.
anything.
There's
There's nothing random about what I do.
Yeah.
See, there's nothing random about what I do, right? Correct?
Oh.
Correct?
Correct.
Yeah, correct.
Correct.
See, it's all
100
the
out of 100.
content. It's all the content which goes into it. I told you
Oh my
about it.
God.
That's true.
Not like
this
that.
is the Botswanian language, Badhujan, if you didn't know about that.
You're saying the incomplete things, man.
Okay, to the Bandhu who has written and who has posted this.
Don't worry, we got one more input coming up.
Yeah,
we got many more people waiting to actually chime in and say, hey, I have something to say.
Yeah.
Mujhe kuch kehna hai. We should name this as show as Mujhe kuch kehna hai.
Yeah, exactly.
But thank you so much, Vibaji. That's so wonderful
Thank
to
you,
say
guys.
whatever you
Thank
shared.
you so much for all your guidance. Thank you in life.
Huh?
Thank you.
अरे क्या guidance? वैसे Altu
अरे,
Baba. Oh,
She meant to say what the
take it.
dance I do.
Own
Guy
it.
dance.
Own it.
I do a
Own
lot
it,
of
guys.
guidance.
Own it.
Yes, I'm a guy and I
Own
dance. Of course, yes, that's the guidance for you.
Okay, fine.
Thank you so much for calling us, Vibaji. Sunte rahega, okay?
Sure.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.
And of course, जाकर सोचते रहे वाह विभाजी ने कितना अच्छे से विभाजी also is bringing her perspective into the thing. But यहाँ पे कोई right or wrong का answer नहीं है.
Correct.
Let me clarify the fact, Paranjan, because life का answer जो भी है, आप जो भी करोगे life में, there's nothing right or wrong about it. किया तो किया, मतलब don't worry about it. कर दिया तो कर दिया. Like if at all, I would say for the person if she's second guessing what she did with her husband, I just go on, yeah, move on with life. Sure, they are very good. Look at the positive. At least you don't have to endure the particular abuse what's going on before, right? It's actually, I know it might be hard right now.
She's not second guessing what that she left her husband. She's second guessing the very fact that she got married. It's
No,
like, you know, मैंने
exactly.
शादी क्यों की, मैंने बच्चा क्यों किया,
अभी
you know.
अभी क्यों का जवाब नहीं है ना, तो हो गया तो क्या कर सकते हो आप?
हाँ.
क्यों का जवाब कुछ भी लिख सकते हो आप लोग. See, take life tests as what I would take tests in school, Faltwani. When I took a test in school, they asked me the question, I've just put anything, I've just sky is blue, simple. Why? Because sky is so high. And your grandfather told me a lie in 1975 for a single pie. That's all simple. Like, you know, you guys come up with an answer, just go on with it. Move on, right? So let's go. For further, bandhus who are trying to reach out and share, Faltoni is totally enamored by my answer. I love it. You know, you have that look
Your
like...
grandfather told you a lie in 1975.
For a single
that
pie.
itself is a lie because you were not alive
Wait,
then.
hold on. So, but, single pie. The thing is, it doesn't matter. Don't go nitty-gritties, Faltoni.
That
So
is your answer?
All I'm trying to say is when life throws a question at you, throw any answer to it. It'll be right. Yes, exactly. So if at all you say, why did I do this? Don't worry. Just say that because you wanted to experience life. Go on. Simple. So don't hold on to it. I know easier said than done, but definitely breathe and roll your eyes as much as possible. This is a very good exercise because that kind of gives you your underbags of your eyes will go away. You know, that's what it is. So if you want to look young, roll your eyes as often as possible.
Thank you.
There you go. Faltoni has been doing it for quite some time. You can see how the result is showing on her face
So
already.
whatever the question is, throw any answer at.
Any answer at it. Doesn't matter. At least the questioner will go, huh?
Yeah.
Baffled. So when somebody asks you, where was the Battle of Panipat fought? When was the Battle of Panipat fought? Do you know? Do you know when?
When, Altu Baba?
When it happened. That's an answer for you. So answer can be anything, Faltwani. When you get a question, throw the answer at the question. And let's see what happens. And again, 9 lines are open. I don't know why Deepaji doesn't want to call because Vibha called first, I suppose.
Eh! Well, I guess, I don't know. Deepa had posted on Facebook. Like, we'd love to hear from you, Bandhujan. The number to call us
Deepa
is...
says correct to Mundo only. I don't know what she
It's
remembers.
408-832-8881.
No, have we come to the point we're actually waiting for them to call or what is it?
No. So, is that what
Why did you give your input? I gave my input, no?
Okay, so my input is take it one breath at a time.
Oh, same as Vibha.
What? She never said that. So...
Oh my God, she never said that. Look at the way discounted it
And
totally.
in terms of support, आप जहाँ पे भी हैं, there will be state resources for single parents. Please look out for that. There's no shame in going and applying for state resources. Single parents do have, and I'm telling you this very seriously, Bandhujan, because if you're a single mom and you're a full-time working mom, the state does have an opportunity where they will provide you dollars for respite and for daycare credit. Even if your child is, this is not only if the child is special needs, but anywhere you will get in any state. I don't know. I don't know about the red states, but all the blue states in this country provide that. There will be something from your county or from your state, which are called daycare or respite dollars. You can always apply for it. If you don't know, Google पे search मारो यार, वो क्या chat GPT जो भी है उस पे search मारो, or go to Quora, wherever you want. You ask those questions and you would actually be able to get that and use those resources. If they don't have people who you feel comfortable leaving your child with, then the school system, the public school system in this country is actually a good system where they do have an option where you could leave your child in the daycare. If you have a toddler, I'm assuming 2.5 years old, you can leave your child there as well while you're working, and it'll give you a little bit of a respite or a reprieve. And most important thing is, जो आप महसूस कर रहे हो, why did I get married? Why did I have this baby? Your baby is going to experience all those feelings, even if you don't say it. So that's the last thing you want your child to feel, right? Because at the end of the day, that is a part of you. That baby came from you. So, jo bhi hai, if you're looking at self-care, the first thing is give gratitude that you were blessed enough to bring a baby into this world. And live and let live. Let go. I mean, jo bhi hai, aapke jo ex ke saath jo bhi hua, let go. Because the more you're going to think about how he treated you and how he let you down, I think आपको और भी दर्द होगा, आपको और भी मुश्किलें होंगी to get over that feeling, क्योंकि you'll delve into that. And हमारी जो महाफंडे वाली therapist, in every sense of the term, she was a psychology major too. and that was our Mahima ji, and she would always say, when you say Bhagwan, kyun Bhagwan, why me? When you get that, she would say, don't ask why, but ask how. So you change your perspective. What is that you have? ये आलतू अवर एक बार बोला था. Positive. Positive.
Emotional refocusing technique.
Emotional refocusing technique. PERT करके है. तो
it's very pertinent.
Exactly, it's very pertinent. That's a good one.
Always.
So please try to do that. ये बहुत बड़े फंडे लगेंगे आपको, लेकिन it is something that it's easier said than done, but that's the way you've got to start to look at life.
Oh, sorry, okay.
One breath at a time. That's the way. You got to do it.
Don't be shaggy by asking why me. Lord, situation looking kind of bad. Let's go about the video. Namaskar. Cards for the Pam Pam के Therapy Thursday में. Who's this? Hello. Hi. दीपा जी कैसे हैं आप?
Bam bam.
भूल गई जो बोलना था.
अच्छा है ना? That's what happens. See, that's the thing. All your troubles are lost. You forget about all those things when you actually are, talking to our show.
नहीं वो नहीं.
How are you feeling?
trouble तो है ना इधर अभी.
कैसे हैं आप? आपकी तबीयत कैसी है? Good.
हाँ, good. Thank you अल्तू बाबा.
क्या good मतलब क्या कुछ पी रहे हो क्या? Good.
हे भगवान नहीं.
हे भगवान नहीं. मेरा नाम भगवान नहीं, मेरा नाम अल्तू बाबा है.
परसों से मैं आज थोड़ी ठीक हूँ.
परसों से आप ठीक, मतलब देखो परसों मतलब आपने मेरे से बात किया ना, इसीलिए नरसों कल नहीं, कल आपने बात हुई.
हाँ.
तो इसलिए आप बेटर हो अभी.
नहीं कल मेरे से बात हुई तो इसीलिए बेटर है.
लेकिन मेरे से बात हुई इसलिए वो बेहतर है. बेटर नहीं, बेहतर है.
अच्छा.
वेरी गुड. बाय द वे दीपा जी, वेरी गुड. आपका इनपुट चाहिए हमें, बिकॉज ये जो क्वेश्चन है इज वेरी बर्निंग क्वेश्चन इन एवरीबॉडीज हार्ट.
हाँ.
कि माउंटेन हाउस में क्या चल रहा है आजकल?
माउंटेन हाउस में बहुत हवाएं चल रही हैं और बहुत ठंड है.
माउंटेन हाउस में हवा नहीं चल रही है, वहां पे फैन चल रही है. प्लीज बंद कीजिएगा, यहाँ पे ठंड बहुत लग रही है. तो
बाबा मैं उतनी लंबी नहीं हूँ ना, वो तुमको ही आना पड़ेगा बंद करने के लिए फैन.
Slow claps.
Whenever I try to come there, it keeps my head actually keeps going backwards. Because मेरा height वो फैन की तरह बराबर है ना, तो बहुत ठंड लगती है. I got to wear sweater and everything come there. मैं इसलिए मैं आता नहीं वहाँ पे. जब आप फैन ऑफ करोगे मैं आ जाऊंगा वहाँ पे.
मैं बोल रही हूँ तुम ही आ जाओ, फैन बंद करो फिर घर पे आ जाओ.
अच्छा, but anyway पॉइंट ले लो, पॉइंट पे आ जाओ अभी, because the point is फाल्तोनी has got a point. आपका क्या राय है?
मैंने लिखा उधर कि देखो, the issue with the many of us, not just, I am not saying ladies, many of us, we want to do everything. ठीक है, हमको काम भी करना है, हमको बच्चों को भी देखना है, हमको सिंगल हैंडेडली सब हैंडल करना है, हमको बच्चों को 10 क्लास में भी डालना है, सब पिकअप ड्रॉप भी करना है. देखो, one thing at a time, at least अभी एक तो बला टली that she is separated from her abusive or whatever crappy husband. That one thing is solved. या इसने किया या फिर हो गया, which is a good riddance. तो अभी next step, so she has to hire help क्योंकि वो काम तो कर रही है, and somewhere around you have to find a balance. थोड़ी देर, at least once a week or once in 2 weeks, twice a week, sorry, once a week or twice a week she should hire some babysitter, some help. सब जगह इधर US में वो एक एडवांटेज है कि आराम से you get certified and proper background check करके ये सब है, मिल जाते हैं babysitter. If not, she should call help for from family, मतलब इंडिया से या कहीं से भी, जहाँ भी उनकी फैमिली है, किसी को भी. So you have to make connection. All alone है, लेकिन you have to reach out to people when in need. और कुछ नहीं कर सकते. That is one thing God has given. Like बात करने की शक्ति हमको दी है, तो you have to seek out help. कभी-कभी ऐसा हो जाता है. The only so she, I think by putting this message, she started doing that. So next step will be ऐसे मतलब बाहर कहीं पे बैठे हुए लोगों को हेल्प, मतलब ये सजेशन पूछने से थोड़ी मदद मिलेगी, आइडियाज वगैरह मिलेंगे, लेकिन क्लोज सर्कल जो सराउंडिंग पीपल, टॉक टू नेबर्स, फ्रेंड्स, बिकम फ्रेंड्स विथ neighbors या कुछ. And what Vibha said, so in a way, तो वो all the time you are working, and तो वो that resentment will develop. बच्चों के मतलब why did I do this, जैसे अभी फालतू रानी ने बोला कि बच्चे गुस्सा आ जाता है बच्चों पे, इधर घर पे काम पे, and it will affect her life and also the work, and also it affects the kids also. So that thinking itself is wrong कि मैं सब करूंगी, सब कर सकती हूँ. हाथ क्या सांप भी मरे और क्या बोलते हैं वो, लाठी भी न टूटे, ऐसा नहीं होता. यू हैव टू समवेयर, यू to spend money downside, कुछ भी करके you seek help and hire help. That is the best, you know.
Very nice. I like her perspective. Very nicely, logically put out there. I appreciate it. आपके लिए प्रशंसा आ रही है आपकी response के लिए. And of course, this is a segment of our show, which is the BS of our show. It is the Bandhu Speaks section. जहाँ पे what?
ए तुम कुछ और करो क्या, कुछ भी BS. फालतू होगा.
What?
मैंने नहीं किया, ये इसने बोला.
What?
I have no idea.
Bandhu speaks, yeah. You speak, right? The Bandhu. Hey, come on. Hey, by the way, please don't take this. B. हाँ बोलना.
ये एक्सपर्ट ओपिनियन बोलो ना.
हाँ एक्सपर्ट. यस why
आउटसाइड
not?
ओपिनियन कुछ अलग करो. BS कब से मैं भी देख रही हूँ.
अच्छा देखो बंधु से ना आपका यू आर स्पीकिंग राइट नाउ, आपको बोलने का
मेरी तबीयत आज ही ठीक हुई है और तुम अभी मत बिगाड़ो मत फिर.
नहीं आपका तबीयत और ठीक हो जाएगा. इट विल बी ऑसम, डोंट वरी अबाउट दैट. ये सब ठीक हो जाएगा. आप जैसे सुनते रहो, बोलते रहो, सब ठीक हो जाएगा. लेकिन आई रियली लाइक वन पार्ट ऑफ योर प्लान, व्हिच वन ऑफ योर सजेशन वाज टू एक्चुअली हायर हेल्प. दैट्स सो ट्रू. Hire help. If you're not able to hire help,
Yes.
engage help. That's what I would say. To pay for the help, you might have different services like what Father talked about. You might be able to get it. ढूंढो
Correct.
ढूंढो ढूंढो रे
And I
ढूंढने से
forgot-
तो भगवान भी मिलता
I
है. तो
forgot
ये
one.
तो हेल्प की बात है.
I forgot one very important thing. अगर आप काम कर रहे हो, looks like she's a full-time working mom, your company will have an HR department.
depending
Correct.
on which
And-
company you work with, Faltoni, not all companies have
That's
it.
true. That's actually true. But if they don't, this is a situation
नहीं
where
यार, तो
they
वो
have to
majority,
address.
she is right, majority they will have some or the other programs.
Yeah,
रहेंगे.
and they should be able to. अगर नहीं है, तो if you bring up this issue, they are supposed to support you. So you can always request the company for options जहाँ पे आपको you can look for resources and they can connect you up if nothing. So that's definitely something that a lot of abhi insurance mein mental health is also covered. So seek support. I would suggest if you have to get counseling or anything, right? Parenting classes. It could be anything, right? Something where you're reaching out to people and talk to. If you have a good relationship with your supervisor, bring them into the loop. Make them your circle of support. It really matters.
And also अगर separation, I don't know on वो उसने वो बताया नहीं on what basis. Like if there is a full custody of kids only to her, या फिर ऐसे there is a shared custody, then she will have time for herself. Like
no, he has abandoned
once in-
them basically. He left them.
So मैं इतना बोलता हूँ. That's why I said we are all our bandhus speaking, bandhu specialists. We are talking out of our experience. And yes, even me, I'm also a bandhu, right? So, and mine is, of course, I give you a PhD level of all I can. You know what? PhD stands for passed with heavy difficulty. That's what I did. Did you ever pass with difficulty? No, you're a studious girl, right? You're like Deepa. Oh, doubtful. I didn't know the Deepa. But anyway,
Okay.
let me finish. What I'm saying is, I think a lot of good points you brought up over here.
Yes,
One is
correct.
seek help. Second part, what I definitely want to tell is, you got to spend time and energy on not trying to bring up your children. You are not a parent who can actually bring up children. You can't actually raise children. You can only raise cattle. Please remember this part of it. You can only support your children. But remember one thing, you can actually support yourself first. आप अच्छे सभी अच्छे वो भूल जाते हैं. Get respect, get somebody who can do it, and you should live a life. You got to make sure that you can actually find something चिल्ड्रन तो यू मैच, ओ बच्चे ही मेरे सब कुछ है, पति मेरा सर्वस्व है,
Oh,
वो
God.
सब is all BS. I'm sorry, we don't want, it's all in the past. Batein of the past it is, we don't want to talk about that. Just talk about the fact
Yes.
how you can grow yourself and center yourself first. Very very important. Care, self care is very 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 important. मैं इसके ज्यादा कुछ नहीं बोलूंगा बिकॉज वरना बुरा मान जाएगी दीपा.
Oh my God.
ओके दीपा जी, थैंक यू सो मच.
अभी
लेकिन
next question, next
हाँ,
question.
तो आपके लिए हम लोग नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन लेके आएंगे. दिस इज अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग क्वेश्चन. फाल्गुनी, कैन दीपा सी द स्क्रीन? नो शी कांट, राइट?
Yeah.
दीपा, यू सीइंग द स्क्रीन?
Can you see the screen?
नहीं? क्या?
I
What? No?
I
No? I can't take
I
answer then.
can.
Oh, you can. Okay.
So the next question, there's an image, Altu Baba, if we can put that image.
Arey, sure, Faltani. What is image is being put right now.
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful sight.
If you guys see this particular image, this is a very generic, and this is about desis, and it's a rant about desis. It says, talking about desis and bringing bad names to everyone. This is what a few decided to use a community pond as. This is what people have done in the community pond. And while generalization that desis do this is wrong, there has to be accountability, because you live in America, you live in a community, and people are, I think this is Ganesh Visarjan or something like that, and or whatever, right? So, yeah. So there is the question is, what should people do in this case, and is it okay to speak up against people who indulge in this kind of behavior? Because it brings a bad name to the entire community. So what would you do in this situation? Because this is religion, this is, oh my God, it's a very a precarious topic, Altu Baba.
Hey, this is very good. When you talk about religion, always Deepa has something to say about it.
Okay.
अरे मैं कुछ बोली भी नहीं. देखो, अभी मैंने इमेज देखा. हाँ,
आप
ये
बोली भी नहीं, आप भोली भी नहीं.
गलत बात है ये.
नहीं, हाँ, एग्जैक्टली ना, गलत बात है. इसके बारे में बात नहीं करना. ये हमारा ट्रेडिशन है. इट्स आवर कल्चर.
बोला.
हाँ?
अरे सब उसका भी एक विधान रहता है, उसका भी एक मेथड रहता है. यू हैव टू ऑलवेज लाइक फॉलो द गाइडलाइंस ऑफ द लोकल थिंग.
सो व्हाट शी इज सेइंग, इसका विधान रहता है, इट्स संविधान.
Oh.
I mean, देखो, see if it's whatever is, if it is all organic, in river में organic like flower and all, they just
हाँ, see, all organic only flowers
हो जाता है, लेकिन
चला है ना.
अभी तो इंडिया में भी ये हो रहा है कि हाँ, घर में ही विसर्जन करते हैं गणेश जी का. जैसे हम लोगों ने, आई थिंक वी आर डूइंग फॉर द पास्ट 5-6 years इन द बैकयार्ड हम लोग करते हैं. एक बड़े से बकेट में गणेश जी का विसर्जन, एंड इट्स ऑल मेड ऑफ सॉइल. तो आराम से वो देन वी पुट दैट वाटर इन द गार्डन.
Oh, you put the water in the garden, ताकि वो गार्डन में पूरा ब्लॉक हो जाए.
Like, what do you do?
कुछ ब्लॉक नहीं होता.
तो मैं, I don't know, I'm asking you.
अरे कुछ ब्लॉक नहीं होता, वो मेल्ट हो जाता है ना वो.
Oh, you heat it up like.
सॉइल का रहता है.
हाँ, सॉइल का रहता है, मेल्ट हो जाता है. ओके, मेल्ट मतलब इतना गर्मी होती है
मिट्टी
क्या?
मिट्टी का बना हुआ मूर्ति.
मिट्टी का बना हुआ मिट्टी का बना हुआ रहता है ना, तो वो आसानी से वो एक घंटे में ही वो असिमिलेट हो जाता है.
असिमिलेट हो जाता है. यस, एग्जैक्टली.
यस. सो इट्स नॉट अ, लेकिन ये जो है, ये फूल वगैरह, आई नो कम्युनिटी के हिसाब से ये गलत बात है. कोई भी देखेगा तो बाद में क्या करेंगे, अगर बैन हो गया, अगर डोंट डू दिस, डोंट डू दैट, ऐसे कुछ रूल्स आ गए तो क्या करेंगे? यू नो, वी कांट इवन सेलिब्रेट.
या एक काम करो ना,
should be careful.
हाँ, what could be a solution for this kind of thing? Because the question is about accountability. Why don't you put a fine on people who do that thing? मतलब टैक्स लगा लो, टैक्स पे कर दो. हाँ, मैं गणेश रखा तो मैं टैक्स पे करता हूँ. I'll pay additional money for cleaning supplies.
नहीं ऐसे, if you do विसर्जन in the public area, they do get some money from them.
हाँ, ठीक है. तो if you do in the backyard also, you get money, right? Because your backyard water will eventually flow into the drains. No?
नहीं, अरे ऐसे कैसे होता है? तो वो तुम भी ना.
हाँ, backyard is your what?
नहीं, अरे बैकयार्ड में, गार्डन में, पेड़ों के मतलब
शाखों
पेड़ों
पे
के ऊपर डाल देते हैं ना, तो उधर ड्रेन वगैरह नहीं. बैकयार्ड में हो करना प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट द लेक, दैट पिक्चर दैट यू जस्ट शोड.
हाँ हाँ
तो
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
ऐसे गंदा करना गलत बात है.
ए थोड़े गंदा आप भी सही में. दिस इज नॉट गंदा.
they can do just the visurgin and put all the flowers वगैरह in the trash. You can do that.
Why would you put flowers in trash? You can get the flowers together. You can make agarbatti out of it, right? No?
Potpourri.
See,
Or you put in a compost. We do the
Correct, you
lot
can
of
put it in
composting in our
compost.
house.
Exactly.
Huh.
We hardly have any trash. So compost is the best way.
So are you
as a
agreeing?
public property where everybody is walking around and वो
Composting.
देखेंगे
हाँ.
तो वो अच्छा नहीं लगेगा. So,
Exactly. You know, actually, if you ask me, Deepa ji, मेरा 2 cent इसके ऊपर क्या है ना? Unfortunately, the modern people who actually are like you and I, who actually follow these rituals now, we don't do it the right way
Ah.
because we tend to throw out the wrong things and keep the unwanted things. Yeah, because all the sweets you can throw out for sure. You can actually eat all the flowers and everything, the organic stuff, right?
Huh.
We keep the sugary stuff with us,
Ah.
right? Deepa ji, what do you think? Yes or no?
अरे नहीं, मैंने बोला ना मैं composting बहुत करती हूँ घर में.
So, no, okay, when you
this
say
is the
that thing,
solution. आलतू बाबा तुमने पूछा ना कि
हाँ.
what is the solution for such thing? First
हाँ,
of all,
हाँ,
do it the Visarjan
right way.
or whatever the rituals at
हाँ.
home.
Why?
अगर आप ठीक है, अगर आपके पास let's say if you are in an apartment and you don't have that facility of a backyard,
हाँ.
then do it properly.
How? What is properly?
ऐसे community में सब लोग मिलके कुछ solution निकालो, एक जगह एक fix करो और फिर उधर if you do just the Visarjan, because here it happens in Bay Area, we long time ago we used to give the Ganesh Murti in some temple. They used to do the Visarjan.
You know what they did, right? You know what they did, right?
What did they do? Same thing.
Huh.
No, they took the permission of some area in near San Francisco ocean के पास.
Exactly. They went and threw it in the ocean.
Oh, really?
One particular area assign किया गया था.
Hey, you don't understand.
नहीं ऐसे कोई भी
तुम लोग ना seriously sorry बुरा मत मानना, आप लोग ना ट्रेडिशन के टाइम पे क्या क्या करते हो यहाँ पे? Seriously, I'm not kidding.
ऐसा कुछ नहीं.
हाँ, अभी आप बोला सोल्यूशन निकालो. सोल्यूशन क्या है? पानी तो सोल्यूशन है.
हाँ?
पानी सोल्यूशन है, लेकिन क्या वो जो मूर्ति बनती है, जो पेंटिंग करते हो, उसको ऑर्गेनिक रखो.
हाँ.
Right? And फेंकना तो unwanted चीज फेंको. Don't throw the flowers. Flowers are compost, like how we said. Perfect.
Yes.
That's what they should be doing.
Yes.
And it doesn't happen that way, unfortunately.
Correct.
Right? And जो भी आप लगाते हो, you say, actually speaking, गणपति का जो tradition है, if you ask me, Valdwani, it's just a 200-year-old tradition.
Huh?
It was 200-year-old tradition.
Okay.
Not even 200, less than 200, because it came out because of the fact that the independence के टाइम पे Britishers ने बोला no congregating, so Tilak साहब ने बोला नहीं, let's do this. We got to Bapang Moria. Sorry, we got to do this. We got to. It's a religious part of it.
Oh, okay. So this was like a.
Yeah. And
and
the way it became. सुनो. No.
नहीं.
आप जाके आप मेरे साथ इस बारे में बात करने से पहले थोड़ी रिसर्च कर लेना, बाद में आके बात कीजिएगा. Because the fact is this, and the tradition which came out was.
मुझे पता है तिलक साहब ने he started all this movement. I know that very well, and it's nothing wrong in it because he wanted to bring in the.
Did I say anything wrong with that? Did I say wrong with that? देखो इसलिए आप थोड़ा सा ले लो, and then of course please बच्चे का जाम मत लो प्लीज. मैंने क्या किया? आप थोड़ा काम कम करो दीपा जी, बहुत काम करते हो इसलिए स्ट्रेस हो जाते हो.
मैं बोल रही हूँ कि whatever I said, do it diligently, properly, the way
diligently.
As per the community standards. I started my statement saying that. That only. As per the current wherever you are living, current community के हिसाब से वो protocol के हिसाब से करो.
Deepa ji, you know what? Whenever you call, do you know why you feel nice after you call us?
Why?
I give you a good fight.
Yeah.
Your heart rate increases to the point of saying that it's like exercise for you when you talk to me. Right?
हाँ.
सच बोलो, है ना?
बात में होती तो मैं उधर ही आ जाती, सामने बात करती.
अरे वो जरूरत नहीं है ना, तो फोन पे हम लोग ऐसे I get you so excited right now. You check your pulse rate right now.
Yeah.
I can gauge people's pulse rate.
हाँ, मैं इधर ही एक मोर्चा निकाल लूंगी.
आप मोर्चा निकालोगे या मोजा निकालोगे, जो भी करो. The point is, I understand where you're coming from. All I'm trying to say is, I agree with this person also saying the accountability. I understand.
Yeah.
And you're right about that. People don't know. And again, यार ये विश्वास के ऊपर है कि क्या करना है आपको. या गणेश जी को बकेट में डालो या समंदर में डालो. But डालो properly, responsibly. There's a certain way. You should be ecologically mindful, right? When you actually when you do these things. Yes, there are reasons where you can. Why I'm saying that is traditionally क्या होता है कि they're supposed to have been made with clay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is good.
And also, Alto Baba, abhi recently.
And do you know why Ganesh ji is made with clay?
Not go in detail.
No, do you know why he's made it? Do you know why he's made tradition की बात करते हैं? Why do you know why they actually made this as make it with clay? Do you know why? Ganesh ji, I'll ask you a question.
Because that's how it was done. The Parvati ने वही किया ना.
Exactly, because he was actually created from Chandan.
Yes.
So he was supposed to be that the symbolism is the sake that you actually bringing him into the thing, and then you are putting. It should be Chandan. Who has affordability of Chandan nowadays?
Yeah.
Nobody can afford Chandan, thanks to Veerappan.
And some people, Alto Baba, that like like what I mentioned in the beginning, ki flower वगैरह को if you people some people can put in the trash, लेकिन बहुत लोग sentimental हैं इसके बारे में, including me only. I don't like to throw those निर्माले बोलते हैं ना in the trash. So that then you find a solution like compost is one best thing, and otherwise अगेन बैकयार्ड में एक खड्डा खोद के अंदर फूल डाल दो, ये 2-3 दिन में वो ये हो जाता है, मिट्टी में मिल जाता है. नॉट अ
So sweet. देखो फाल्गुनी, यही होता है. This is why I say Bandhu speaks.
Yeah.
He also Bandhu speaks of ours.
Yeah, but
Deepa
then
ji, you're like super.
I'm really curious why she said eat flowers. Vibha says eat flowers.
Vibha ji, I said eat flowers. No.
No, she's asking eat flowers.
Did you say eat flowers, Deepa?
No.
No, I don't know why that eat flowers comment.
I think Vibha is hungry.
7:30 हो गया, बेचारी को भूख लगी है.
या तो ज्ञान की भूखी है या पेट की भूखी है. I don't know. कहीं तो भूखी तो definitely है.
Stay hungry, my friends.
Stay hungry, my dear Vibha ji. Don't worry. Okay, she's saying yes.
Yeah, she says
Okay,
so.
मैं रखती हूँ, अभी मीनाक्षी कॉल करेगी.
अच्छा?
अच्छा, thank you.
वाह,
very much.
यही तो ये इसका क्या ना, वो क्या बोलते हैं इसको, the future.
ये हम लोग तीनों ना कब से वेट कर रहे थे शो के लिए, इसीलिए.
अच्छा, आप कब से वेट कर रहे थे?
हाँ,
हाँ.
हम लोग सेशन के लिए कब से रेडी थे.
मैसेज आ रहा था, कहाँ हो तुम लोग फर्जी डॉक्टर्स. हमने कभी नहीं बोला हम लोग डॉक्टर हैं.
हम फर्जी आपको अलग बात है.
हम हम फर्जी नहीं है, हम ओरिजिनल. नो डुप्लीकेट्स फॉर अस. ओरिजिनल आलतू फालतू है. ओरिजिनल आलतू फालतू.
हम लोग ऐसे फर्जी के ओरिजिनल नहीं है.
हाँ.
डॉक्टर बोल रही हूँ मैं.
हाँ, ठीक
अच्छा
है.
ठीक है.
Very good. Thank you so much.
नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन सुनूंगी.
सुनो और बाद में आप चाहो तो you can also chime in for sure.
Yeah.
And number to call here is 408-832-8881. Yes, you can do a video call. We encourage the video calls because we want to see your beautiful faces, guys. So definitely make sure you can give us a call here. Faltani, ये अच्छा लगा मुझे question, and I think it is a responsible question to ask.
Yeah.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ ऐसे क्वेश्चन जो बेचते हैं लोग, हाउ डू दे गो अबाउट, वी वांट टेल देम हाउ डू दे एक्चुअली सेंड अस. पीपल लिसनिंग टू राइट नाउ, आई से अरे दिस इज अ वेरी नाइस थिंग, व्हाई कांट आई आस्क अ क्वेश्चन. तब क्या करे फाल्तुनी?
क्या?
हाँ, हाउ वुड पीपल share questions like this?
Very simple, Banujan. हमारा facebook.com/Radio Hotties वाला पेज है. वहाँ पे आप हमें मैसेज कर सकते हो, प्राइवेट मैसेज कर सकते हो from that page. It actually says message here, and you can actually click on that and you can send a message from there. Second thing is you can actually join our WhatsApp group. We have a Geet Gata Chal Bandutwa, which is a media Mahima Bandutwa, that we have a WhatsApp group. You just need to send a message to 408-660-6753. Now, this is a Bandutwa you can join from anywhere in the world. It's a WhatsApp group. If you want a community of supporters, a community of bandhus to be belong in, then you just need to send us a message, 408-660-6753. Again, 408-660-6753. That's the number for you to send a WhatsApp message on. And the third thing that you can do is send us an email at bandhu@mediamahima.com. Bandhu, BANDHU @mediamahima.com. Let's tell you, Banjan, this is the only South Asian community non-profit radio, which is truly a community radio where you get to listen and express your opinion. You get to listen to others as well, and this is the only place where the South Asian voice is kept alive with whatever your rai is. No judgment whatsoever, but you're more than welcome to participate, and it's about bringing together the community. Yahan pe koi religion ka there's no religion, no bar, sex no bar, caste no bar, but entertainment bar.
And of course, Vidwa ji bol rahi true bol rahi hai. Dono ba, I don't know why she's saying true.
Yeah.
But she probably is saying the true anyway. So Fatani, the next question is on the screen already.
Yeah.
पढ़ो
Eh?
पढ़ो पढ़ा नहीं था स्कूल में क्या तूने?
अबे कौन सा क्वेश्चन है? नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन तू कहाँ से लेके आया
Oh
है
my
क्वेश्चन?
God, ये क्या है फालतूनी? तुसी क्या कर रहे हो?
मेरे को is it reasonable for parents to demand that their children pay for their luxuries or expenses? If so, would you expect the same from your kids? Do your parents expect or demand money from you? Yes. एक मिनट ना.
How much do you spend on your parents or siblings each year?
I understand it varies from family to family. I'm just trying to get a general idea. How do you handle your parents who are financially irresponsible? Invested all their life savings to buy a house in a prime location, and now they don't have any savings. I'm also not expecting anything from them.
What is the question? These kind of questions are.
There's so many questions. Question hai.
What?
Is it reasonable for parents to demand money for their luxuries?
Wow.
Or expenses? Second, if so, would you expect the same from your kids? Question mark. Do your parents expect or demand money from you?
Where is luxury? What is luxury? Define luxury.
How much do you spend on your parents and siblings? ये मेरे को लगता है कोई lady या कोई आदमी अपने family members
मतलब बहू लिखा होगी बहू written about her in-laws.
Why it could be a guy also writing about his in-laws.
Sure, why not?
She might be wanting to send money home and
kya? But investment is there. Investment of a home is a big thing. Buy a house.
Yeah.
Prime location. What are you complaining about?
Yeah. So how do you handle your parents who are financially irresponsible? Wow, bhai. अमेरिका में आके ऐसे लिखना इसके लिए पैसे कहाँ से आए?
Exactly. यहाँ पे आने के लिए किसने पैसे दिए थे?
किसने आपको पढ़ाया लिखाया?
जितना इन्वेस्टमेंट तेरे में डाला कौन डाला?
हाँ.
Okay, by the way, we're not trying to just, we're trying to tell you, first of all, the question has got its inbuilt fallacy in it, but anyway, the point is, इनका भी एक question है, जो हम लोग address करने को try करने वाले हैं. Socially, I would say it's a social question more than a psychological question. So I would really stay back out of it, but I would definitely want to listen to what our bandhus have to say on this. Bandhu speaks lines open right now. 408-832-888. What do you guys think? क्या ये जायज़ है? कि क्वेश्चन जो पूछते हैं कैसे करते हैं? How do you handle the parents who are financially responsible? क्या आपको लगता है कि parents irresponsible हैं? Could they be? Why not? They might be. There are people who have squandered out money. There are people who have gambled.
They have the person has defined it. Vibhaji, उन्होंने clearly बताया है. They put all their life savings and bought a expensive house in a prime location, and now they have no
luxurious
money for
lifestyle.
savings for the rest of their life.
Exactly.
And that is supposed to be financially irresponsible.
I would just say उसको जायदाद से बेदखल कर दो.
किसको?
बच्चे को.
I think so too.
Yeah, get yourself. Why don't you just say, you know what? You have your property, great, wonderful. I don't want anything from you.
क्या? No, the parents are possibly saying that we have expenses. Hello? Knock, knock. Seriously?
Who's there?
Filial responsibility.
Filial responsibility who? Oh, I'm sorry. You're playing the game? No,
No, I'm not playing the game.
I didn't know that. Okay, but give us a call. We'll actually play the game with you guys. Now, number to call.
No judgment, but call us. We'd love to hear from you. कि क्या आपका क्या राय है? This seems like a desi who has written, obviously, because इस community में would you expect your children to take care of you when they're older? Expectation is one thing, and whether
Responsibility
they
is
will do
one thing else.
responsibility is something
What
else.
your dharma? Oh, actually, I don't want to talk use dharma now. Deepa start calling afterwards.
So call us 408-832-8881. मीनाक्षी जी call करिएगा या हमारे नरेंद्र शाह जी. I think it'll be nice if they can call.
Everybody
and,
can
you know,
call.
I'd love to hear from
Numbers
some of-
open for everybody to call. It's open number 408-832-8881. Call कीजिएगा 408912 sorry 408832-8881.
Yes, 408-832-8881 इस नंबर पे आपको कॉल करना है और हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शेयर करना है. And of course, we would love to hear from bandhus who have who have children or who are children here who are supporting parents back home. I mean, what is your thought? Call करके हमें बताइए 408-912-2479. एक बार और स्टूडियो का नंबर है 408-832-8881. So हमारी मीनाक्षी जी क्या कह रही हैं? She's saying something on Facebook, right?
Line नहीं मिल रहा है probably.
पता
Busy
नहीं
है.
क्यों?
मालूम नहीं
क्यों?
मुझे. हाँ.
Yeah.
नरेंद्र शाह जी कॉल करो. वो सबको उकसा रही है कॉल करने के लिए.
Yeah.
खुद कॉल. अरे be a leader.
Yeah,
हाँ.
Yeah.
Pick up the phone, कॉल करो.
correct.
हाँ देखा सब लोग अपने आप सब लोग देखो दिस इज कॉल्ड अ बाईस्टैंडर इफेक्ट.
Right.
ये
Everybody
हमारे
is
कम्युनिटी इज वेरी 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 गिल्टी ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर थिंग.
Correct.
अरे वो करेगी ना वो करेंगे ना खुद कुछ करते नहीं है. करो कम ऑन पिक अप द फोन कॉल यार 408-832-8881 कम ऑन. ये एक्चुअली हमारे वी गॉट टू चेंज इन अ कम्युनिटी फातवानी.
Right.
राइट बिकॉज सब लोग कहते हैं अरे हाँ वो कर लेंगे उनके पास फोन है वो कर लेंगे हम क्यों करें. राइट
Right.
करो.
राइट. तो आपको यहाँ पे कॉल करना है बदन 408-912-2479. एक बार और स्टूडियो का नंबर नोट कर लीजिएगा 408-912-2479. सॉरी माय बैड 408-832-8881. मैंने गलत
क्या
नंबर
करूं मैं क्या करूं. मैं ट्रेन करना चाह रहा हूँ. ये ट्रेन नहीं होती है. फोकस नहीं है उसको.
ए
हाँ
फोकस नहीं है कुछ भी रैंडम.
हाँ सबको वहाँ पे कुछ कर रही है तो हाँ मैं 2 क्वेश्चन के आंसर दिए. दीपा जी ये कोई नंबर नहीं है क्वांटिटी नहीं है. क्या कर रहे हो आप.
हाँ
ये बंधु स्पीक सेक्शन है. यू कैन डू वॉट एवर यू वॉन्ट. देख लिमिट नहीं है. 1-2 क्वेश्चन की लिमिट नहीं है. सो प्लीज डू गिव अस अ कॉल हियर. बताइएगा. And Fatwani, I would just definitely say that this question is very very important and our bandhus will be very scared to answer the question.
हाँ
Do you know why?
रियली
Yeah.
Scaredy boobies.
डरेंगे बात करने के लिए क्योंकि
हाँ
ये बहुत पर्सनल क्वेश्चन हो गया ना.
रियली
हाँ पर्सनल क्वेश्चन होंगे बिकॉज उनके निजी लाइफ में हो सकता है या उनके पेरेंट्स को अगर वो मतलब कुछ बोल दिया अभी मतलब किड्स एक्सपेक्ट डू सेम थिंग टू देम आल्सो ना. वो भी डर होता है उसका.
हाँ हाँ
आई अप्रिशिएट. लेकिन लेट्स गो. दीपा जी नमस्ते वेलकम. कैसे हैं आप.
हेलो नमस्ते.
हाँ
हेलो पैम कौन है जी.
हाँ what do you think about this thing Deepa ji? Question A is the fact that how much do you spend on your parents or your siblings if you want it every year? आप कुछ खर्चा करते हो.
ऐसे मैंने कुछ क्या हुआ है खाते में नहीं लिखा है बट
खर्चा करते हो.
आई डू whenever I go to India I take something gift to them.
So do you actually make Chetna and Tejas pay for your expenses?
How come they pay? अभी बच्चे हैं ना वो.
अच्छा.
No.
Okay, but still वही तो क्वेश्चन है
नहीं
ना.
so दीपा
Is it reasonable? उनके पैसा आएगा तो लेंगे आप. उनको पैसा when they start making money, which they will soon, pretty soon.
अरे
Will you?
वो मैंने उसके बारे में सोचा नहीं.
That's why I told Father, very dangerous position. Nobody will answer this question.
I cannot. नहीं देखो डिमांड करना अलग बात है. डिमांड नहीं कर सकते ना. But if they spend on their own, that's fine. That's different issue.
So let me ask you this. अभी दो sections है. One, you got to put yourself in the shoes of a parent to ask yourself. It's a hypothetical question, of course. It's like a thought record or thought exercise for you. Few years down the line, when Tejas makes his millionaire with his startup company, he sells it out. What? Even what's her name? Chetu also will have $1 million because she already would have started her own company and all.
wow
Or she get paid by somebody like Apple for the talent she has. So when they start making that kind of money, would you say, hey, I want to go to Europe trip
हाँ.
and swipe their card?
If they can afford, why not?
Hey, don't.
Hey,
don't,
wait a
don't.
second.
This
Wait
is
a
not
second.
qualifiers.
Wait
Father.
a
I don't like
second.
this.
Wait
Huh?
a second. it is not what, that's not what they're asking. Okay.
हाँ.
If Abhi, when you are going to send, you're going to put money into Chetu's university education when she goes to university, correct? She's not going to be that. A lot of kids here, a lot of American parents are very clear. They don't generally always pay for the child's education. The
Correct.
child has to pay a bear, or they have to take a student loan. Okay, let's tell you that, Brandijan. Half of the time that they don't pursue 4-year degrees is because of the fact that they have to take a student loan. But if the parents have put money aside and they have pumped it into the child's education, a lot of times there are deliverables that you have to meet. Matlab, if you're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars for them, दीपा जी, क्या आपका जो आपके लाइफ के सेविंग्स हैं ऑलमोस्ट आपके बच्चे के एजुकेशन में लगाने वाले हो, इज इट, would you expect if you needed the money in the future that your children will step in for you?
Like, वही देखो, it's a very tricky question.
That's why it's been
लेकिन
asked of
मैं
us.
अभी, but hey, मतलब देखो फ्यूचर कल किसने देखा है, like you can't imagine what might happen, right? लेकिन अभी के हिसाब से मैं in fact we did have this discussion sometime with my daughter. अभी soon she will go to college, तो हम लोग बोल रहे थे कि मैं बोल रही थी थोड़ा तो I want you to take the, in fact कल ही हमने बात की that like little bit I want you to take student loan because it will build responsibility in you and some kind of sense of money will come into your personality. So it's not that we cannot afford, but it's the right thing to do, and then you will learn the hard way. मैं बोल रही थी उसको.
Huh.
Yeah,
And
that is my take on it. लेकिन I don't know.
No, we're not talking about that. This person is saying, so I'm sure, I don't know if you ever supported your parents back home in India, but this person is saying that the parents, is it reasonable for parents to expect? अगर सोचो ये यहाँ पे आपके पेरेंट्स पढ़ा के लिखा के आपकी शादी करा के या आपको ऐसे काबिल बनाया कि that you're able to they spent money on you, right? So for you to be able to come to this country, yes, आपकी मेहनत थी, लेकिन somebody had to pay those bills.
Let me ask the question differently.
हाँ.
Let me ask the question differently. आपने अपने बच्चों के लिए पैसे डाला. अभी I'm still talking from perspective of a parent right now, okay? Deepa ji, you have to put yourself in the shoes of a parent right now. ठीक है? तो आगे let's now go future also. समझो आपके बच्चे के लिए एजुकेशन के लिए आप कुछ पैसे दिए, right? Let's say you kept track of it. आपने बोला आपके you never keep track of it. I understand, but let's say you spent approximately $100,000. Would you expect your child to repay the money?
No.
Why?
I mean, I did all that on my wish, right?
No,
She
but
never-
if you don't expect them to pay the money, you're not going to have any expectation from them.
I want them to do good. That's all. But लेकिन expectation नहीं, condition नहीं है उधर.
हाँ, लेकिन shouldn't that be,
Because I
so
am doing it, I want to do it.
okay, good. So isn't that bad of way of parenting, because the fact that you're actually giving them everything and say, okay, fine, you go do what you want, everything is privileged, right?
Correct.
So what about the point? Because the question is from a child who probably is brought up over here, whatever, right? Who does not see the investment the parent has put into the child. Dekho, it's not that, unfortunately, like in the wild, when baby is born, not a human thing, but if some other animal baby is born, right? Maximum 2 weeks, they'll be up and running. Maximum 2 months, the mom is out of the whole picture, totally.
Correct.
But in our case, it is an investment of 18 years.
Yes.
Right? तो मैं क्या पूछ रहा हूँ आपको, are you just saying that अरे यार चलो यार you are gifted, तेरे को ये कर दिया, एजुकेशन कर दिया, या आप बोल सकते हो उसको कि यार तेरा इतना अपब्रिंगिंग के लिए हमने इतना खर्चा किया है, इन्फ्लेशन के साथ इतना तेरे को वापस देना पड़ेगा.
हाँ.
उसमें कोई बुराई नहीं, like sense of responsibility instill करने में कोई गलत बात नहीं है.
Very good. I like you brought it up.
The one you said ना, like मैं अपना जीवन निछावर, like something like that.
No, I agree. I like what you're saying. You're getting to the point where I'm alluding to the fact of filial responsibility. अगर हमने हमारे बच्चों में वो इंस्टिल नहीं किया, कि there is something called filial responsibility. Unfortunately, we be the last generation which is going to think about it.
Correct.
हमारे बच्चे they are brought up in a individualistic culture right now.
Yeah.
ऐसे questions आते रहेंगे because of the fact that why should I do this? Why should that's their responsibility to take care of it?
Yeah.
No, it was not. You chose to do it, right?
Yeah.
मतलब देखो, my point over here is the question is very interesting and very good to bring it up because we as a generation over here which is surviving, which is trying to make ends meet, trying to make sure that our progeny is being successful. They don't see that as an investment from our end. They see it as a responsibility which you're going to take care of, and I'm not going to take responsibility, boss. Oh my God, no kids from me.
Correct.
Because they know they were bad kids. Right? What do you think?
Again, this is very much related to what हम लोग अभी एक पढ़ रहे थे ना, दूसरा क्वेश्चन आल्तो बाबा. It's very much relatable because what happens, slowly you find that kind of resentment. मैं अपने लिए कुछ नहीं कर रही हूँ, मैं सिर्फ बच्चों के लिए कर रही हूँ, मैं सिर्फ बच्चों के लिए काम कर रही हूँ, मैं सिर्फ बच्चों के लिए ये करूंगी वो करूंगी.
Exactly.
If you start putting that in your mind as well as in your kids' mind, that's what happens. So since the beginning you have to know the basic, like why you are doing it. Wow, at least अपने तसल्ली के लिए, like I am not only I mean I am doing for kids, but at the same time उससे मुझे खुशी मिलती है. I am being responsible as a parent here.
Yeah, but also one thing you should understand is when you're talking about that part of it, it should never be the point, Arey yaar, I am the parent, I will sacrifice. That should not be the thing at all, because that's the wrong attitude to have, because you say,
smarter attitude कभी नहीं होना चाहिए, like
सही पकड़ा मैंने word यार.
And it's a wrong thing, क्योंकि बच्चे वो देख के वो भी ऐसे ही हो जाएंगे.
Correct. Very good point. That's why I tell Bandhu Speaks is a very good segment of ours.
Correct.
Our Bandhus will share the best perspective. Thank you so much, Deepaji. I agree with you. I totally am with you on this. Now let's put you in the perspective of a child. अरे रख दिया उन्होंने?
अरे बाप रे, रख दिया
उन्होंने?
तूने, हाँ उन्होंने रख दिया शायद, क्योंकि it got disconnected ना.
हाँ रख दिया, मैं गुस्से में रख दिया. Oh my God.
You said thank you very much, Deepaji, and she obviously thought that she's done.
I was continuing a conversation with Deepaji. Deepaji, why did you hang up? Give us a call back again. But Father, I really like the word, what she talked about. It's a perspective, right? And I think she gave a parent perspective.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask her a child perspective also.
As a child. Yep.
Because that really defines what we expect from the thing, right? If we were actually responsible, no, I don't want to go there where my parents are thinking.
Yeah.
So it means obviously you can't expect that from your other children, from your children.
Although it's surprisingly enough, there are many people. So I think it's not about the generation alone, and I think it's more about जो हमारे ally support program है. I'm plugging Pragna here. We teach empathy and compassion, and we teach that it's impossible for us to exist as islands. We're all part of a community, right? तो कि किसी को भी forget about your parents, anybody, to have that empathy and compassion for another person. If it is possible for you, you can't truly ever be happy when someone else is hurting, right? The reason I tell you is, एक ऐसा I've seen a few allies where parents have come back and said that they've seen a phenomenal difference in the way these children react and interact with their own parents from the time that they started volunteering and they started actively participating at Pragna. मैं एक सिनारियो बताती हूँ. एक बच्चे का है जो actually उसके शायद पेरेंट्स सेपरेटेड हैं. आई एम नॉट श्योर द एग्जैक्ट सिनारियो. तो ये बच्चा देसी भी नहीं है. ओके. ये इस बच्चे का मैं देख रही थी, इसका वर्क एथिक कितना, मतलब इतनी शिद्दत के साथ. आई मीन जब से वो ट्रेनिंग ज्वाइन किया, इनिशियली वो वॉलंटियर आवर्स के लिए ज्वाइन किया था, मतलब सिर्फ कॉलेज एप्स के लिए जो लगाते हैं, राइट? तो लेकिन वो काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें किया है उसने. वो बॉय स्काउट्स में था, इसमें मतलब कोई वॉलंटियर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, एंड देन यहाँ आके टिक गया. मतलब ही kept coming week after week and was there for every single thing. And then मैं हमेशा पूछती थी, और वो जॉब भी करता था आलतू. सुबह स्कूल जाके जॉब करके वॉलंटियरिंग के लिए भी आता था. एंड आई वुड वंडर, माय गॉड, ही गोज ऑन अ बाइसिकल. Okay, 3 kilometers bicycle में जाता था to a job. Okay, and at that job which is minimum wage job. तो उसने और मतलब मैं पूछ रही थी कि क्या फर्क पड़ता है. He's like कुछ नहीं. मेरी मम्मी अकेली है. मेरी मम्मी अकेली काम करती है, दिन रात काम कर रही है. So I don't want to be a burden on my mom, and I want to be able to see how much I can save, so I don't have to ask her for petty cash expenses when I go to college.
Very nice. Okay.
And he did not want to go to an outside university outside the state of California because his mother will have to, his mother or his dad, he's close to both of them. He wanted to be, dad's in a different state. He wanted to be in one of these states so that they don't have to pay out of state tuition.
Nice.
Now this comes from empathy and compassion in the child. And that is something that we need to develop in all our kids. It's not his parents 100% did not tell him that don't go to this university or anything like that. This comes from being mindful. This comes from empathy and compassion. I truly believe that it does not matter आप किस generation के हो. मैं आज भी जानती हूँ लोगों को जो they knock their spouses who are sending money home. They knock their spouses, or they get into huge arguments, and they'll say, choose between that person and me. So if you're giving this much to your family, you have to give this much to my family too. These are things that happen amongst spouses, and we've come across many of these things. But at the end of the day, if you really exercise empathy and compassion, I think it really these kind of questions will not arise. क्योंकि मैं इस बच्चे के बारे में, the reason I said this is because this is a Gen, what do you call, are they Gen Z? The ones that are growing up now? Yeah.
I think the Gen Y, because they keep asking the question, why?
No. Gen Z. This kid who can be mindful enough to think about the fact that, that there is a mother who is a single mother who is slogging away and doesn't feel comfortable asking his father for money, for doing something, even though he knows he really wants to be somewhere. This is, if a child who is like probably 18 years old can think like this, then why not? I don't know, the person who has posted is somebody who is possibly at least in their 30s or 40s, right? Hey.
I don't know. But good answer. Very nice.
I really think empathy, compassion, Altu Baba.
I agree. So there's a very nice question. Meenakshi ji call nahi kar rahi hai. I think she's very shy to call. She's saying that, but how do we get that sense of responsibility?
What?
Yeah.
Through your parents. So same way we have to instill that sense of responsibility in our kids too. It's not just a sense of it's that compassion, Meenakshi ji. कि एक वो compassion and empathy build करना चाहिए. Those are skills that you get your children to practice.
Yeah.
Because children from childhood, from birth, right, they are already compassionate. A lot of them are. It is up to us to nurture that and to be able to get them to give back. And not just to us. You don't have to say, मैं इतना पैसा खर्च रहा हूँ या खर्च रही हूँ अपने बच्चे पे, कि I'm going to that in the future, देखो बेटा तुम नहीं रहोगे, मैं तुम पे ही dependent होंगी. That should not be the case.
That's the responsibility.
That is burdening the child.
That is a pretty responsibility. I think very nicely said, Faltani. Very good explanation. I love your extempore, how you talked about it. Excellent speech, Tapka. But again, the solution what Meenakshi is asking is, how do you instill the responsibility in them? Aapne bola ki wo empathy. More than anything else, I think it should be the humility. Which you have to build in them to understand that they don't live, they're living a life of privilege. The reason I'm saying that is because the moment you realize that you're living a life of privilege is when you actually open up your mind and say, oh my goodness, there's so much out there. Now the point I'm making here is, हमारे बच्चे जो हैं, very good, great, you might say, wonderful parenting, giving them all that they need, feeding them, giving them roof over their head, all the stuff is, our children, do they value it?
Correct.
Apparently the person who written the question to us doesn't seem to value it, because the person is now thinking about his parents and talking about the parents being responsible.
Yeah.
When wanting to have a place to live. Why not? Why can't they have the place to live? Why can't they make the decision? Who are you to decide what they want? If they want to be broke in the senior years, why not? They know they're not going to be broke because they have a house.
Yeah.
Right? That they can always leverage the house part of it. Who are you to judge that, right?
Correct.
That's coming out of the point of saying that they are not humble. They don't understand humility. Humility is what you got to put into them more than empathy. They should be able to understand that whatever they have in their life is privileged.
And you're probably speaking from a position of privilege.
You are.
Because
the person is, rather than the word, that person
Yeah.
who's written the question to us.
Yeah.
You probably are calling, asking the question about yourself, about these things. Yes, good question to ask. Can somebody, definitely, I think one of the things which you can never pay back, is the love and the support which you got from your parents. You can never pay back. No matter what you, that's why it's called rina. You actually will be indebted to them forever. Mothers especially, when they bring you up, paida kiya, you can never give back the 9 months of labor which he's done to you.
Well, let's also put it out there. It's also not just birth parents, it's also adoptive parents. There
Sure,
are
I
many
agree.
people out there. The people who have spent that time, energy, and money in raising you, when we say raising, we're talking about in giving you all the
Supporting
support
you while you were growing up.
Yeah,
Let's put
while
it
you're
that way.
growing up, when you were not in a position to be able to fend for yourself in this big bad world.
Yeah, that's the humility part, right?
Correct.
That's the humility part.
Correct.
And that's what you got to build in them. How do you build humility is a big question. And that's the thing which you
By
have
modeling it.
to... Exactly.
By
Yeah.
modeling it. Because let me tell you, Manjan, just yesterday we were having a conversation.
We were?
With
I was not there, though.
We were having a conversation.
Must have been really nice.
We live such blessed, privileged lives, Altu Baba. We were talking to somebody who has been through the foster care system. You know, because of lack of ability to speak English. Like, you know, have you seen, we saw the movie, right? Mrs. Chatterjee versus Norway. So the children were taken away from the mother by this social worker. And then when they were put in the foster care system, and unfortunately, a lot of the foster care system is such that they do it for money. Okay, so when this happened, this person actually apparently was one of the oldest children in that group, and she was taken away because she refused to let the foster parent because the foster parent put the toddler sister in a dark room because the child wouldn't stop crying asking for cereal.
My God. Yeah.
So she spoke up. She was 9 years old, and then they took that girl and they put her on a plane and sent her to a group home in a different state, where they used to put pebbles inside pillowcases and beat people.
Oh my God.
So this is somebody's life we're talking about. Think about the privilege that we come from and the blessed lives that we lead, that we have a roof over our head, we have food on our table, we have books to read, we have a school to go to, we have people there who will support us if something were to go wrong. Even if we failed, agar wo belt ki maar bhi khai hai, it's worth it, rather than having to go through something like this. So I'm just saying, this is just one instance. There are many people who go through this kind of nonsense, you know. So I would just say, please understand that the way we inculcate these values is by serving ourselves, but being of service to another person or another human being who is probably not as privileged as us. And by modeling this, our children understand that as well. And that empathy, compassion, humility, all of them go hand in hand. And you don't have to do anything. It'll automatically come to that child. Or it'll automatically transfer through. And if it doesn't, it's okay. Big deal. Kya kar sakte hain? You know, we all come with our karmic load. So anyway, that's my two
My
Maha
God,
Pandas.
Father, seriously, I am going to confirm this particular mound in Peters. There's a nice park, or there's a slight mound forming because of the earthquake and everything. We'll name it as our Falturani's
Yeah, right. Altu Baba.
Mount Falturani.
Mount.
Oh, sorry, Mount Falturani.
Hey!
What?
Gee, that sounds so bad.
I cannot afford a big mountain like how they have for Sankat Mochan Mandir.
What Sankat Mochan Mandir? I am not sitting here and giving gyan. You're the gyan.
What?
You give the gyan.
Vibha is saying 100% to you.
Yeah.
Vibha is agreeing with you. Yeah, you have a good following, Father. They all agree with you. Clever person. Man, very, very...
Meenakshi ji, I hope I answered your question.
मीनाक्षी जी का क्वेश्चन आंसर हो गया मेरे ख्याल से आई डोंट नो बट मीनाक्षी जी आपका आंसर के लिए हम वेट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे प्लीज कॉल कीजिएगा 408 832-8881. Faltani, I think today's thing very, very enriching. I thank you for all the knowledge you're sharing with me about the karmic load and everything. So, Banjan, agar aapko bhi aisa hai questions, we'll take more questions. Anything else you want to wrap up before we leave, Faltani?
No, that's about it. This was Therapy Thursdays, Banjan. And, agar humse koi, gustaki hua ho, to please maaf kar dena.
नहीं, माफ मत करो.
हाँ, क्यों?
बाद में कॉल करके बताओ कि क्या गुस्ताखी हुई.
नहीं, माफ करो, क्योंकि
नहीं,
we are
माफ मत
asking for
करो.
forgiveness. If in case, practice forgiveness, please.
हाँ.
If in case there's something that offended you,
Hey, but
everybody has their opinion.
Meenakshi ji is asking for next question, Faltani.
अरे
मीनाक्षी, लेकिन आपने कॉल ही नहीं किया. मीनाक्षी जी, व्हाट इज दिस? हाँ, बट है बहुत सारे क्वेश्चंस हैं हमारे पास, लेकिन टाइम की जो है बहुत कम है हमारे पास. तो यस, अनफॉर्चुनेटली वील हैव टू साइन ऑफ राइट नाउ. बट आपने कॉल नहीं किया. कॉल किया होता तो अलग बात होती. Pam Shikha ji, very welcome. I would love to hear what Shikha ji had to say. She just joined us, I suppose. But देर आए तंदुरुस्त आए, वो important है.
शिखा जी कॉल करिएगा. We'd love to hear from you. 408-832-8881. She's a parent too, and she's obviously a child of somebody who. So we'd love to hear your opinion. ये जो question हमने लगाया है, कॉल करिएगा 408-832-8881.
It's a question from our bandhus, answered by our bandhus. So please do give us a call here, 408-832-8881. So Faltani, I think ये आज का, if you look at it right, we actually had a good range of questions.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Somebody, first question क्या था? First question क्या था?
That was about the single mom, right?
Single mom.
Yeah.
Second question क्या था?
वो community
Dirty
bond.
neighborhood.
हाँ.
Dirty neighborhood.
हाँ.
So third question क्या था? Dirty mind.
435.
I don't mean to be judging the person. Hey, I think in a perspective, let's do a more perspective change over here, Faltani.
Okay.
Let's think in the perspective of the person actually writing this question.
Correct.
Because we don't mean to demonize the person who wrote the question. Understandable, आपके values के हिसाब से we want to think and see if we can make sense to this. Yeah, because there are some parents who actually have, probably squandered the monies which is supposed to be there. But then again, think about it this way. उनका पैसा है, उनको उड़ाने दो. वैसे भी उन्होंने आपके ऊपर इन्वेस्ट किया था, right? And turned out to be a bad investment, right?
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter. They also accept the fact that it probably is a bad investment. And let's see, probably yes, you're right. You might be right. They really might be maybe responsible in their spending financially.
Right.
What is stopping you from being financially, more wise and invest for them?
Correct.
For the retirement.
Correct.
Right? And for your retirement also, because definitely a few months down the line, if at all you get married and you actually get kids and the kids grow up to be, the age what you are, they should see the work which you did for your parents, right?
Right.
So, shouldn't that be something you want to talk about, right?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, Deepa ji saying, yeah, their money, their wish, very, very true. I agree with you on this.
Yes.
But then again, अगर कोई आपके ऊपर burden रहे तो why do you think of it as a burden?
Correct.
हो सके तो
आपके
help
पास
करो यार.
ज्यादा है तो दो ना, क्या फर्क पड़ता है?
I remember one thing very well, which Mahima ji told me once, that तुम्हारे पास, if you have right now $100 or whatever you have money with you, somebody comes and says, I'm hungry, I want to eat, right? एक बंदे का खर्चा निकल सकता है, तो कर दो, दे दो, whatever you have, दे दो.
Yeah.
That's one thing which is there, and actually it doesn't take much to feed somebody.
Correct.
And don't ever feel that, what will I do? I don't make so much of money. Yeah, you can make that money. And it's not, money is just, state of mind.
हाथ का मैल है बंजन.
Seriously. ये क्या हाथ, अगर हमने हाथ का मैल बोला, आपने हाथ नहीं धोया तो मैं गुस्सा हो जाऊंगा. हाथ धो, but वापस आएगा, पैसा वापस आएगा.
आज है कल नहीं है. You never know. It's people. महिमा जी हमेशा एक बात कहती थी कि we don't earn money, we earn people. And that was the philosophy of Media Mahima Banjan all along. Before that, it was Mahima Creations. She would always say, there are, even now, and there are shame on these businesses who owe us money, who turned around and...
Very true, Faltani. I just want to bring one thing over here. Business ke हिसाब से आप बोला जाए तो we are supposedly business consultants, and I'll tell you one thing. If you don't invest in people, you don't actually make any money.
Correct.
If we have been sustaining so far, we're able to do it. Thank God, ऊपर वाले का देन है, महिमा जी का brain है. तो हम लोग बस यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, अच्छा, कभी कभार घमंड नहीं किया, always very smart person. कभी घमंड नहीं किया, बात नहीं. Thank you so much. And yes, and आप लोगों का देन है. So all you guys are listening to us. I hope you enjoyed the show, which we enjoy presenting it. हाँ, इसमें कोई ये नहीं कि nobody's expert. Nobody can be an expert, especially in life.
हाँ.
अपना perspective लेके आओ. We are expert in our perspective. That's why we say बंधु's perspective. It's very important.
Correct. सुना कि दीपक पांड्या जी देख रहे हैं आलतू बाबा.
सुना क्या?
हाँ, सुना
कि देखा.
हमें बंधुस बोल रहे हैं, दीपक पांड्या जी इस नंबर पे कॉल करिएगा, व्हाट्सएप पे आलतू बाबा को कॉल करिएगा 408.
But दीपक जी फोन नहीं करते. You know why? दीपक जी is perspective. You know why?
हाँ.
He is the unique best perspective.
Perfect. Exactly.
इनका जनरेशन 4 जनरेशन. God bless them. And I really would. वो मेरे आइडियल है.
हाँ.
मतलब आइडल मतलब लिटरली आइडल फैमिली जो होती है ना, ऐसे जो 4 जनरेशन स्टेइंग अंडर वन रूफ.
Correct.
And not cribbing about. Okay, there might be cribs, there might be things, but again, it's good to actually share this information, right? क्या never think that you don't are an expert. आप अपने लाइफ में एक्सपर्ट हो, लेकिन यहाँ पे आके हमारे बंधुओं के साथ शेयर करो ताकि वो भी देखें कि क्या होता है, राइट? हाँ, Ramayana is the only, not Ramayana and Mahabharata is not the only granth which we can learn from. We can learn from other people's life also. So please do give us a call here. Deepak ji, हो सके तो कॉल कीजिएगा because we want to know how it goes with the Pandya family.
अरे आलतू बाबा, हमारा स्पेशलिटी क्या है? वो नहीं करेंगे तो हम कर देंगे ना.
Oh really?
Yeah. We'd love to hear from you. Yeah, कर दो.
लेकिन वो बिजी है तो
लगा दो on the spot.
वो रोटी सेकते हैं रात को.
हाँ?
वाइफ के साथ.
नहीं.
अच्छा, उनके आगे सेकते हैं.
खाना हो गया होगा, उनका 6 बजे खाना हो जाता है.
Are you sure?
Yeah, of
तो
course.
कह रहे कि मैं फोन कर दूं अभी.
हाँ,
लगा दो नंबर.
हाँ.
तेरे को तो फोन, तेरे को actually you should be talking in the meantime if I got to dial them in.
हाँ, ठीक है. तो बंधुजन, let's tell you today. Shikha ji says, oh wow, हमारे लिए gain है. Very nice. She completed the haiku. आलतू बाबा.
ओए, God bless you.
So thank you so much Shikha ji. लेकिन आपका राय हमें मिला नहीं. I would love to hear from you. 408-832. WhatsApp पे कॉल करिए, not on the what do you call the iPhone, whatever. Call us on the WhatsApp 408-832-8881. I am getting some messages that they are trying the studio line. Studio line चालू नहीं है बंधुजन. Unfortunately, we
यहाँ पे 2 होस्ट चालू है.
नहीं, एक चालू है, एक मंदबुद्धि है और मैं वो हूँ.
इतना सच क्यों बोलती है?
हाँ, मैं सीरियसली
इतना सच मत बोल तू.
आलतू बाबा. हाँ, एक बहुत चालू है लेकिन. तो आपको यहाँ पे कॉल करना है 408-832-8881. We'd love to hear from you. हमें कॉल करके हमारे साथ यहाँ पे शेयर करिए because the question that we are asking, not us, it is somebody who has posted asking ki, is it reasonable for parents to demand that their children pay for their luxuries or expenses? Anyway, if so, would you expect the same from your kids? And do your parents expect or demand money from you? How much do you spend on your parents or siblings each year? And we understand that it varies from family to family. And this person is just trying to get a general idea. How much would you spend on your family? How do you handle your parents who are financially irresponsible? Invested all their life savings to buy a house in a prime location. Not even an and now they don't have any savings. I'm also not expecting anything from them.
तो हमारे दीपक जी को हम लोग कॉल कर रहे हैं. तो दीपक जी आगे होंगे हमारे लाइन पे. हेलो रमेश, दीपक जी कैसे हैं आप?
एकदम मजे में.
हाँ, थैंक यू सो मच, आपने फोन उठाया.
आप ऑन एयर है सर.
आप ऑन एयर है, बंधु लोग आपको सुन रहे हैं.
हाँ.
एंड आई डोंट नो, आप भी हमारे फेसबुक पे थोड़े देर के लिए आए थे.
हाँ.
हेलो,
आए थे.
हाँ आए थे, लेकिन हमने बोला कि हम आपको वी लुक अप टू यू बिकॉज आपके फैमिली में 4 जनरेशन साथ में रहती है. करेक्ट?
राइट, सही बात है.
एंड वी रियली वांट टू हियर योर पर्सपेक्टिव. ये क्वेश्चन एक और फिर से पड़ेगी आपको, फाल्तू रानी.
हाँ.
पढ़ो. एक बंधु ने हमें क्वेश्चन किया था आज थेरेपी थर्सडे से, तो उन्होंने एक्चुअली क्वेश्चन भेजा था.
Is it reasonable for parents to demand that their children pay for their expenses? If so, would you expect the same from your kids? Do your parents expect or demand money from you? How much do you spend on your parent or sibling each year? Although I understand that it varies from family to family, I'm just trying to get a general idea. How do you handle your parents who are financially irresponsible? And इसका explanation देते हैं कि उनके parents, they bought a house in a prime location and put all their life savings to buy that house. And now they don't have any savings remaining. So this
Right.
person is saying वो भी कुछ expect नहीं कर रहे हैं उनसे, तो क्या ये जायज़ है कि उनके पेरेंट्स उनसे कुछ सपोर्ट एक्सपेक्ट करें?
सही बात है, जरूर करें, क्योंकि उन्होंने पूरी पूरी सारी अपनी कमाई और जो कमाए थे सब उनको दे दिया, और उनको घर लेने में या तो उनकी पढ़ाई में और उनकी शिक्षा में, उनके मैरिज में, उनके तो हर माँ बाप का वो हक बनता है कि उनके लड़के या लड़की उनको बुढ़ापे में उनको सपोर्ट करे, और जो भी मांगे वो उनको देना चाहिए, कहीं से भी लाके देना चाहिए। उनके लिए अगर ज्यादा मेहनत करनी पड़े तो भी करनी चाहिए।
So Deepak ji, I wanted आपका perspective हमें बहुत important है, because I always have told you हमें your family is like an ideal for us, and thank you for adopting us into your family.
Yeah.
The point I'm asking you is क्या आप हाँ ये कह रहे हैं कि हाँ वो करे, लेकिन होता है क्या? Do parents ask the question? मतलब आपके तो तीन जनरेशन साथ में
And
हैं।
आपके in-laws and आपके own parent आपके साथ रहे हैं।
Right.
So आप दोनों को आपने शायद सपोर्ट किया at some point when they were not earning themselves anymore. तो
Was that demands they placed, or was it something which you did from your heart?
नो, वो डिमांड नहीं करते, हमको समझना चाहिए, और उनका वो ज्यादा तो कुछ मांगते नहीं है, क्योंकि उनको वो इतने बूढ़े हो गए कि वो बेचारे बाहर भी जा नहीं सकते, फिल्म मूवी नहीं देख सकते, नहीं कुछ अपने जैसा बाहर जाके होटल में खाना खा सकते, मीन्स के इतनी वो डिमांड नहीं करते। उनकी डिमांड बहुत छोटी छोटी रहती है, और इतनी छोटी डिमांड तो हम पूरी करने के लिए सक्षम है।
So I think ये आपने सही बताया कि जनरली ये भी जो लिखा है, हमें जो क्वेश्चन लिखा है ना, जो उन्होंने उनका पर्सपेक्टिव है, आई डोंट थिंक द पेरेंट्स हैव गॉट डिमांडेड दैट थिंग। सो ये लगता है कि वो आके पूछ लेंगे, उनको लगता है कि पूछ लेंगे, देखिए पूछते नहीं है यार। आई थिंक मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द पेरेंट्स आई नो ऑफ, जनरली majority of them don't ask for things in the children, it's just like you don't expect same. I want to ask same thing, आपका भी next generation भी है, क्या आप expectations रखते हो उनसे?
रखते नहीं है, क्योंकि हर जनरेशन में थोड़ा थोड़ा तो बदलाव आता ही है।
करेक्ट।
जैसे मैं अभी मेरी माँ को रख रहा हूँ, यार मेरे पिता को मैंने रखा था, इसका उन्होंने उससे ज्यादा मेरे पिताजी ने उनके पिताजी का ख्याल रखा था।
करेक्ट।
मेरे से ज्यादा
मॉडलिंग,
बरोबर है। हाँ, यस। उनका ज्यादा रिस्पेक्ट करते, इतना रिस्पेक्ट में मैं कभी कभी मेरी माँ को कुछ बोल भी देता हूँ। मेरी माँ उनकी दादी को कुछ नहीं बोलती थी, राइट। वो जनरेशन में फर्क आता ही है। जो इतना मैं कर रहा हूँ, पर मैं जितना करता हूँ वो देख के मेरा लड़का शायद मुझसे ऐसा ही बर्ताव करेगा। हम जैसा करते हैं वो अपने बच्चे ऐसा देखते हैं।
हाँ, एंड थैंक यू सो मच दीपक जी। इनफैक्ट दीपक जी का लिव्ड एक्सपीरियंस है जो हम शेयर कर रहे हैं मधुजन, एंड ये हर एक फैमिली का अलग अलग होता है, एंड द रीजन वी वांट टू ब्रिंग इट अप, दीपक जी थैंक यू फॉर एक्चुअली कॉलिंग इन, बिकॉज ये जो क्वेश्चन हमें पूछे बंधु, लगता है कोई नए जनरेशन के हैं और उनको लगता है कि उनका पेरेंट्स उनसे पूछ लेंगे कि यार आई डिपेंड ऑन यू फॉर दिस थिंग्स, बट लगता है कि पेरेंट्स आर वेल ऑफ आल्सो, बिकॉज पेरेंट्स ने एक अच्छी जगह पे
पेरेंट इतने खुददार होते हैं, मींस इतने स्वामानी होते हैं कि वो पूछना नहीं चाहते, पूछ के अपना वो नहीं रिस्पेक्ट घुमाना नहीं चाहते। हमें बच्चों को समझ लेना चाहिए कि उनको क्या डिमांड है।
एंड टिपिकली वही होता है ना, जो गुड पेरेंटिंग में क्या होता है कि यू वांट टू मेक श्योर आप पेरेंट्स को ऑटोमेटिक होता है एम्पैथी फॉर चिल्ड्रन, करेक्ट, जनरली उल्टा नहीं होता अनफॉर्चुनेटली। बट द थिंग इज, थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने आज कॉल करके हमारा शो का ये थोड़ा वैल्यू बढ़ा दिया, बिकॉज you brought in a very good perspective which is very interesting for our bandhu who's asked the question first of all, and don't have expectations for them or from them also. Similarly they will not, but if you feel like doing it for them, support karo unko is what we can say, right?
correct हाँ, अपने हो सके इतनी करो बस। ऐसा नहीं कि ज्यादा करो और कम करो, ऐसा नहीं, अपने से जितना हो सकता है उससे रिस्पेक्ट रख के करो, उनका रिस्पेक्ट रखो बस।
हाँ, एंड दीपक जी एक चीज आई डू वांट टू मेंशन दिस टू ऑल आवर बंधुस हु आर लिसनिंग टू अस, इनकी सॉरी आपके फैमिली के बारे में हम लोग यहाँ पे बात कर रहे हैं, कोई बात नहीं, एक चीज है कि वो आपके फैमिली से अलग कब हो गए कि आप सोचते हो हाउ डू यू सपोर्ट दीज पीपल?
Exactly. That guy should not be thinking that way.
जैसे आप अपने बच्चों का देखभाल करते हो, आपने पेरेंट्स का भी देखभाल करना हमारा क्या ये, I mean, they're part of us, right? They're part of this unit. And
Right,
that's something that I've seen in your family, not only in yours, even in the Dave family, right?
God bless.
Right.
Yeah, it's so beautiful, Banjan, ki to see 4 generations of and everybody so close knit, and you know, and I'm sure आपके बीच भी you know ऐसे सवाल आते होंगे, लेकिन you know एक चीज़ मुझे बहुत it was so heartwarming to hear जब आप बोल रहे थे कि we want to take a bigger place, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and your next generation, that your son and you and your family, you sat together as a family and you were looking for something together, which is very hard to come by in today's world. Like
No.
parents
Yes,
late.
मैं एक छोटा किस्सा सुनाऊं.
हाँ बताइए.
please,
हाँ
please.
please sir, please.
जब मेरा लड़का नया घर आनंद नया घर ढूंढ रहा था,
हाँ.
तो मैंने बोला कि 1 बेडरूम चलेगा नीचे, तो
हाँ.
फिर नहीं पापा, मुझे ऐसा घर चाहिए नीचे 2 बेडरूम हो नीचे,
God bless. Yeah.
आपका और बा का,
Oh.
God
बा
bless.
का. 2 बेडरूम होगा, वही मैं घर लूंगा. बाकी मुझे नीचे 1 बेडरूम वाला घर नहीं चाहिए. मुझे 2 बेडरूम ऊपर, 3-4 बेडरूम ऊपर नहीं चाहिए. मुझे 2 बेडरूम तो नीचे आपके लिए और मेरी माँ के लिए चाहिए ही. मीन्स वो पहले से ही उसने सोच रखा है कि हमको साथ में ही रखेगा,
Oh.
जहाँ जाएगा हमको साथ में ही रखेगा.
That
God
is
bless.
so
God bless.
so incredible, sir. And वो I think that is only because क्योंकि आप लोगों ने इतने प्यार से आपके मदर एंड मदर इन लॉ को आपकी तरफ से, एंड सेम थिंग फ्रॉम फाल्गुनी जी साइड, आपने इतने प्यार से उनको, मतलब आपकी आप बोल सकते हो कर्तव्य है, लेकिन ऑब्वियसली यू दे आर पार्ट ऑफ योर यूनिट, ऐसे यू नो उनकी देखभाल की है आपने आज तक. तो आई थिंक दैट ट्रांसलेट्स, क्योंकि उसको देख देख के ना आपके बच्चों को भी
Right.
वो रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी, फिलियल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी जो बोलते हैं, जैसे मीनाक्षी जी ने पूछा था कैसे बच्चों में इनकलकेट करें.
No, you can't. The thing is, the responsibility is like, you know, it's a very fragile thing. You can't force it. You can't force responsibility. You'll be coercing somebody.
Huh.
Responsibility should come from within. But thank you so much, Deepa ji. It was so nice to hear from you. ऐसे आप कॉल करते रहेगा, हमारे बंधुओं को ऐसे ज्ञान बांटते रहेगा, प्लीज. ओके,
Yeah.
थैंक यू सो मच सर.
थैंक यू सो मच दीपक जी कि
वेलकम. बहुत मजा आया आपसे भी बात करने का, मुझे भी बहुत मजा आया.
thank you
you,
so
sir.
much, sir. Thank you so much.
And of course, Banjan, Aditi's got a very good point. She said on Facebook, people are joining us right now, Faldoni, but I just want to say that Aditi's got a good point. She says, sounds like the Inquirer is very much about research, checks and balances. All brain and no heart is what she said, first of all. But okay, but she says, going further, she says that, you know, we need to respond to it accordingly.
Yeah.
So it's right. She's right again. If this is about how much you should spend based on how much you will get back, then you can spend your entire life trying to return what your parents did for you in your childhood. So pretty much, so exactly the point we were trying to make a few minutes ago.
Adjusted to inflation, huh? Cost of living. Seriously, India
true.
के inflation rate पे करो.
That's true.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's the beauty about this of our bandhus is the fact that they're from different walks of life, different generations, and different styles of families. Nuclear families, joint families, nucleus family, nuclear family bhi hai. All the kind of stuff. If you want to know details about what kind of families these are, give us a call. We'll tell you what it does mean, what it means. But सबका perspective लेना हमारा काम होता है. And thank you so much everybody participating in these things. Questions are coming out. Many times when you put questions on the Facebook, you might get trolls writing to you. You might have people anonymous writing to you, opening up all kinds of criticism and all the stuff. We tried not to do that. We judge, yes, but we are judgmental. That's the way we are. But the point is, we try to get to a point of discussion where we can talk about these things with our bandhus who bring in their own perspectives.
Correct.
And thank you, Deepa ji, for calling in. Your perspective is very valuable. Same with Vibha ji also. Deepak ji, thank you so much. What you brought into today's show was a sixer out of the boundary. And the person who asked the questions, thank you so much for that. Doesn't mean we are knocking your person to write the question. Yes, you generally are feeling something. We understand that. Probably like how Aditi said, you are inquiring and trying to do research on it, right? The thing comes, Valtani, it's a conflict.
Yeah.
I appreciate the fact that you chose to go public and asking the question.
Yeah.
Probably you not made a decision. Probably you're still making a decision in your mind. Is that right or not? Because it happens. And हमारा जो upbringing होती है, हमारा culture जो होती है, भारतीय culture जो है, is about collectivism.
Correct.
Feel responsibility. But unfortunately, when you come out in the open, घर के बाहर आते ही, we are forced to think about individualism, right?
Correct.
We are forced to think about what do I do? What do I get? What am I going to do? Is my future going to be safe? That's the conflict. And our community unfortunately goes through this. We don't talk about it. That's the sad part. Hence, we have shows like this where we can actually open up and talk about these things. So you're welcome to send those questions to us. We'll keep it anonymous. Of course, you don't know who's asking the question.
Yeah.
Feel free to send it to us. How do you send us the question? We asked you some time ago. Fatuni, could you repeat again how people can send those questions to us?
Just email us bandhu@mediamahima.com, bandhu@mediamahima.com.
Or you can even DM us, right?
Yeah, you can DM us on Facebook. When we say DM, it's direct messages on Facebook, facebook.com/Radio Dehotties. If you're watching us on YouTube, please email us because we don't check messages there. I don't know if there's a
We
DM
do.
option. We do? Okay.
We have privatized the comments, so
Yes.
only I have vision.
Yes, absolutely. And, you can also join our Bandhutva, which is by WhatsApping us. We can add you to our WhatsApp group if you want to join our community. Just WhatsApp us on 408-660-6753. Again, 408-660-6753. Please do share these videos if you like these videos. If you like what we do, please do share them. Somebody actually made a comment to me that how do you monetize it? And how do you, if you're not on a regular frequency, how does it matter? You're putting so much time and effort into it.
You will not like the answer we have because money is not everything.
Absolutely. That is
Unfortunately,
exactly right.
that's a
We
fact.
believe in being there for our bandhus, and even if one bandhu's life is positively impacted, which is what Mahima ji shared right from get-go, Banujan, that is all that matters. And like she said, we earn our bandhus. It is really beautiful. There are so many bandhus who we were at a couple of events. We've not even been emceeing events. We've been so busy with our other work that we're doing at Pragna that we haven't actually focused on Media Mahima. But people, I recognize us, come up to us, talk to us, and it is incredible. And thank you, Chakori ji, for sending us the picture that you took with us. Thank you, Rupa. Thank you, Satish. Thank you to so many bandhus who actually walked up to us. Every event we went to, we had people. And Tamal, thank you so much for joining us. When we went to the Pashchimi Durga Puja, he came up and he was like, I saw Altu Baba in the red kurta, and and everybody who's sharing about how much you love our shows and how much you love what we do. So if you miss us, very simple, you don't have to miss us. Just download the Radio Dehotties app or YouTube @Radio Dehotties, youtube.com/@Radio Dehotties. You can follow us there as well. एक चीज़ हम बताना चाहते हैं सभी को जो भी हमें सुन रहे हैं, अगर आप इसको शेयर करना चाहते हैं, and even to that last bandhu who I don't know if whatever the person posted, there's just one thing that I want to say, which we use as a yardstick measure for a life well lived. At the end of the day, when we are gone, you don't take the material wealth that you accumulated here. It's all those positive memories that you've created with people around you, and it's all the lives that you have positively touched. Actually think about it. Please do think about it. How much have you positively impacted the lives of those who are behind, who are left behind? One of our bandhus, one of our Pragna family members lost a dear family member, her father, and the only thing that she recounted about a life well lived is she said the entire city showed up for her father for his funeral. And like how we don't know how bandhus came from where for Mahima ji's funeral. So it's it's not, you don't want to be in a situation where you could have all the money in the world and people are there waiting for your will and trust to be read out. It's about because you're not taking it with you. We don't know what happens after. So just see how you can positively impact. And no dying person, they did this whole study, right, in a hospice. No dying person ever said that, oh, I wish I could have made more money. There were more people, 90% of them said that I wish I could have loved more. I wish I could have given more time to my loved ones. Right? That was amongst all the people. So please do think about that. Remember, love is the only way, Bandhujan. Love is the only way. Love and compassion. So इसी के साथ, इस महाफंडे के साथ, ये थेरेपिस्ट और ये पास्ट विथ हेवी डिफिकल्टी वाला अल्तू बाबा जो ज्ञान पे ज्ञान देते गया आज, तो हम आपसे विदा लेते हैं. हम फिर हाजिर हो जाएंगे कल with a new Friday. What are we doing, Altu Baba?
I don't know. Surprise.
We will keep that as a surprise. We will see you tomorrow right here on Radio Dihotties, Bandhujan. Download our app, Radio Dihotties, on iOS and Android, or follow us on YouTube at the rate of Radio Dihotties. Good night.
Shabba khair.
And a pyar bhara.
You are listening to Radio Dihotties, powered by Mahima Creations.
Hey guys, this is Deepika Padukone and you're listening to me on Radio Dihotties with Altu Baba and Faltu Rani, where entertainment just got hotter.